Carlos. This is season 5 of Off Your Flosser Podcast.
Season 5. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to say it in Spanish.
That's fair enough. Throw back to your heritage.
You know.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you. Here we go. Can't get my light to stop doing this line right through my eyeball.
You're having some technical issues, it looks like.
I'm having a lot of technical issues. How's that? Is that better?
That's literally looking through a peephole.
It's so bright.
That's hilarious. All right, I gotta get sent. What are we doing today? I don't know. Episode 2.
208. Yeah. We're all falling apart. Hey, since birth, we're all falling apart. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
We're on a crash course to oblivion. No, that's like doomsday talk there.
I know, right?
I have no lights in front of me. Ugh, this is annoying as heck.
My head's glowing like it's a bulb.
Ooh, did you shine that up like a bowling ball?
Yeah. Well, actually, I use this like this. I don't know. It sounds kind of delicate, but it's a moisturizer for men, and that's how I maintain my youthful appearance.
It's a moisturizer for men. Okay.
It's probably the same shit they sell women, but they just put it in a black bottle. You know what I mean?
Yes, and put a little spritz of cologne in there, and this
sandalwood. Throw some damn.
Guys don't care. Here, let's just do this.
Yeah, they throw some pine needles in there, and they call it a day. They call it for men.
Yep. Just garnish it with pine needles.
It's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and dude, I just drove in from where was it last night? Andrews, North Carolina.
How long of a drive was that?
Dude, it was through the mountains, and I think there's a little road that's famous called the Dragon's Tail or something like that.
Never heard of it. Must not be that famous.
It is. Well, it's people go up there and they ride their motorcycles.
Oh, okay. Did you ride your scooter?
Are you crazy? No, I'm not. No, even if I wanted to, I wouldn't do it because one, people fly through there. And, like I don't say professional guys, but you got to be really, really good to take your bike on that road. I that's too much stress. Turns. I would panic, and
I don't blame you.
And I'm good with turns in the city, but
right.
This is like a ribbon. You know what I'm saying? Back.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
And it says slow down to 20, and then you see motorcycle guys hitting it at 40 or 50, and I'm like,
and they're almost leaned halfway over.
No. It's too much excitement in my life. I don't need. It was right. The shit was scary in my SUV, dude. I can't even imagine on a bike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Deer, God knows, big feet, whatever. I don't want to be out there just naked on a bike.
Sasquatching it.
And what if there's a pack of wild, big feet coyote things and
chupacabras or something?
There you go. They decided to munch on your boy, and I'm out there just defenseless. Nah, son.
Yeah.
No.
You're the one that said you wanted to smell nature and stuff.
Not that much nature, dude. There was no lights, man. It was horrifying, dude. It was like
no lights?
Well, yeah, no, it's just
I guess
the moon was lit. So you could see good.
Good thing they lit the moon.
You know what I'm saying? No.
Yes, I know. I'm just teasing.
It was a full moon.
I'm busting your chops.
But the show, the energy was off. The people were good.
Yeah.
The opener guy, and again, you got to start somewhere,
Right. Yeah.
The guy had more of a persona of like a late night New York City smoking, drinking kind of comedian.
Yeah.
Like a Doug Stanhope type of guy, but with the jokes. You know what I mean? He was pretty bad, man. And
you need to act it out. What was he like?
All right, one of his jokes.
Okay. You got to do it in his voice and everything.
I can't even do it. I can't be that bad. No, that sounds horrible. And nice guy. He's like, hey man, I'm gonna order a pizza. Do you want to get something? I was like, how much is it? He goes, I think it's like $18, and I gave him a 10. I was like, here, just put me down for a couple slices, dude. He was like, oh, thanks, man. And I don't know what he's making, but let's split it, whatever, And I had a couple slices, and he ate the rest, So
yeah.
I don't know. His joke was he saw a Spanish guy and he was like, hola, como se dice, da 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 da. And the guy goes, what are you talking about? He goes, oh, I thought you wanted me to speak to you in Spanish. He's like, I'm Native American, dude. And I was just like,
oh,
what's the punchline? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know. He's new. He's new, I'll say. And yeah, so it was just, but he was friendly and polite and professional. Just the funny part is the part
you just smack him on the back and say, man, someday, kid, someday.
And I don't, who am I to bust his dreams up, but and he was doing time between each comic and it was just kind of it was
so the energy was like
man,
up and down
gotcha.
And
it just kept going lower and lower, and I was like, all right, anyway, so I did what I could, and we had a good time, and I tried some new stuff. All right, this is the bit, and I did it to a patient yesterday, right? And so I worked yesterday before I drove up there. So it's like a 2.5-hour drive. And the bit was, I go, all this fentanyl stuff is really scaring me because, tons of it's coming across the border, and it doesn't take a lot for you to OD on. You can kill everybody in here with a tablespoon of it, right? I go, that's horrifying. I go, we need to go back to other drugs that, are, that aren't as dangerous, like whatever happened to bath salts.
Yes. What happened to bath salts?
We're having a bath salts. I mean, there wasn't that a thing for a minute.
And K2, the crocodile med that makes your skin fall off.
I mean, kill one person at a time instead of a whole room full of people. I mean, that stuff is like a weapon of mass destruction almost, man. You know what I mean? And so the joke was, the guy that was high on bath salts and attacked a homeless guy and bit his face.
Ate his face, yes.
That's horrifying. So my defense was, if you're gonna eat faces, would you start with a homeless guy? Because probably hasn't watched it in a while,
I mean,
whose face would I eat? That's a great question, sir. And I point to some random guy, right?
Yeah.
And, what I would do is I'd hang outside of Krispy Kreme. And the next fat dude coming out with a 5 o'clock shadow, he probably has a little bit of glaze still in his beard, bro. That's the face I'm going after, right? Because it's if you catch him in the morning, because it's clean, tender, healthy. And they were like, that's crazy. I think I've given this too much thought. I got if he's holding 2 coffees, it's over. I got his ass. You know what I mean? I can catch him then,
right.
Which is a stupid concept, but I don't know. We had some fun with it. It was experimental. It was, at this point, lose. They paid me,
right?
And I got the hell out of there, dude.
Yeah,
but it was a long drive, man.
Yeah,
I was trying to
2.5 hours when you're like bedtime.
Yeah, I was trying to get a little loopy. Like, all right, I pulled over and I got a coffee like at a Waffle House in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So then I get home. Now I'm hyped and I can't sleep because Waffle House coffee's got freaking bath salts in it, dude.
And cocaine.
So, yeah, I couldn't sleep, man. So anyway, so here we are, and that was my night. And what are you up to? What's new with you?
Well, Sophie got surgery. Had her surgery yesterday. She is in the postmenopausal group.
Oh wow.
So I bought her this onesie. It's made for dogs that just had surgery.
Oh wow.
And yeah, she's
how is that traumatic for him? Because every dog, we always adopt ours, from the pound or whatever. And is that what people say? They rescued a dog? Is that?
Yeah. I mean, so and there's
a little dramatic.
There's a big old. There's probably a better family that they could have had. So did we really rescue them?
Yeah. I don't have a farm, Anyway.
They could have had like a Barbie dream house built for them. That's theirs, and here we are. Just, so, and I mean, I know exactly what she's going through because they spayed me back almost 2 years ago.
I don't think that's the right term, but I got
you. What's fun? What's funny though is not funny, but they don't give pain medicine. Excuse me. Like my dogs had dental. They had several teeth pulled. They're older and da-da-da-da. No pain medicine for that. And then Sophie goes in, has her belly opened up, just a little bit. Like the scar's like literally this big. It's like less than an inch. And they take body parts out, sew her back up, and no pain medicine. And I'm just like, wow. I don't understand that. But she's doing great. She is very stiff. Like she doesn't really want to walk a whole lot. And so I take her out to go potty, and then as soon as she's done, we'll just go back, and I'm just like cuddling the stuffings out of her,
Yeah.
Was that a pun? I don't the stuffings
Sounded
out
cute
of her.
though. It sounded cute though.
Yeah.
But
And then
all right. I mean, they know what they're doing. I'm assuming these vets know what
that's I mean, he's been doing this for years. I remember being a teenager 30 years ago, and he took care of our cats when we were growing up.
Unrelated, but sort of related.
Yeah.
I saw a thing, and they were talking about how they castrate young sheep, right?
Oh yeah, they wrap them up and then let them.
Well, that's one way of doing it. And this one farmer was saying I think it was a Dirty Jobs episode. Okay,
that makes sense.
And he goes, we could do it like that, and then they did it, and I think this one, it's uncomfortable because it's got to atrophy and fall off. They would bite them off, like just nibble through the thing, and just sort of use their teeth to remove the test. I think it sounds like I'm making it up, but I'm not. Yeah, and then they're fine. They're zipping around, no problem.
What? No, thank you. So let's pretend that's my job. So I go around and bite balls all day long.
Bite them off.
No, hell no.
I think it sounds like I'm making it up.
It does, but I mean, it's so wacky. It might be true. One of those types.
All right, I'm reading it right now. Right.
Oh, okay.
Castration.
Hold on, I might gag or something. This is, okay.
I don't even know how they do this. It's about with the scrotum removed, one of the testicles should be forced to the outside with one hand, grasp the testicle and pull slowly and gently away from the body. The teeth are sometimes used to grasp both testicles and remove them at the same time. Yeah, I know I'm not making that up. And it sounds kind of crazy. And
I'm going to have to YouTube this now. Like, I'm going to have to. You can't say something like that to me and not have me go and watch a video now.
There's a video on YouTube from Vice learning how to ranch and castrate sheep with my teeth.
Oh,
dude, it's out there, bro. If you want to find it,
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. As soon as we get off here, I'm doing it.
And I'm saying to everybody in a relationship with a human man, show him that video once or twice. I bet you his ass will be home around 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Every night.
Hey, buddy. How are you doing?
This might be a little explicit, but they will like never want you to go down there again.
There's a 50-50 chance this is gonna end badly.
And you're gonna have to like, hey honey, do you want to do me a little favor? And then he's gonna be like, wait a minute, what have I done wrong today?
Oh, yeah.
Or have I ticked her off in the last couple weeks? Because she'll still remember that. Maybe this isn't a good idea.
Yeah. And gentlemen,
my gosh,
if they volunteer, you check your intentions. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. You pick your brain.
Make sure you've been
if your woman is like, you know what? Yes, I would love to do that. Let's go. Be suspicious. That's a little sus.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think we need to change the subject before this turns into a comedy routine. But that's the thing, bro. And so my point is, your vet did not use his teeth to do that.
Oh yeah, that's what the point was. Yeah. Yes, he did not use
tools
his
and
teeth.
Gloves and professionalism.
Yeah.
But on a ranch, if you got to mass produce, you just had a litter of sheep or whatever they're called.
You just line them all up.
An hour and 20 minutes and you're done. Everybody's and they say it's less traumatic for the sheep, if you can believe that.
Well, they probably like it at first.
Oh my God, dude. No,
Stop. This is
baby
too much.
sheep. That's
This is
gross.
too much. We gotta go.
Little
We
baby
gotta.
sheep. Innocent little
Oh,
baby.
they're baby sheep. Oh,
Yeah. You know,
yeah. That's okay. Now that changes
yeah.
things. That's a
Yeah.
little
No,
pedophilish. I'm not. Yeah. Moving on.
this is turned creepy.
This is terrible.
Anyway. Yeah. So
Golly.
that's, and I guess you do what you got to do on a farm to keep
Who
everybody
was the
happy and
first
farm.
person?
I
Who
don't
was
know.
the first person that said, you know what? I dropped my snippers. I can't reach them. I'm just gonna just.
No, I'm off. I tell you what, and ironically, that person probably had a huge set to even come up with something like that. You know what I mean?
And then had a huge set to go tell people that he did that.
Yeah, and how to do it.
Would you, Carlos, if you discovered a new way that was less traumatic, but you had to use your teeth to bite balls off of sheep, would you tell your friends?
My friends, yeah, because they would be like, "Yo, that's crazy, dude." You know what I mean?
Yeah, they probably believe it
That's
from
that's
you.
that's pretty
But
badass
let's just
and
say
dangerous sounding.
you're some Levi wearing cowboy
Cowboy,
hat, big
man,
belt
a manly
buckle.
man, not a hygienist.
Yeah. You
Okay.
pull your shirt open and there's just a boom, luscious bunch of hair.
Luscious. like
You
like
wake
somebody,
up at
like,
2 a.m. with a 5 o'clock shadow and you just shaved last night. That's the kind of man we're talking about. That he's going to tell his friends that he put balls in his mouth to castrate a sheep.
you know, and not to take it in a weird direction. I mean, if it's farm animals and you're doing it for a purpose, I don't think it's that bad. Yeah. And then there's
It's a
another
means to an
video.
end.
Dirty Jobs, Mike Rowe on lamb castration. PETA, and PETA was like, we got to use the rubber bands. It's more humane and this and that. And the farmer was like, no, dude, this is the better way. Crazy.
They're probably ticked off because you probably fry them up after. I mean, they've already been in your mouth once. You might as well just
might as well
have some
throw
Rocky
some
Mountain
ranch on
oysters.
them and fry them up.
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
this
Okay.
this just turned into
You're gonna have to put
a nutty episode.
You're gonna have to put a disclaimer on this episode.
Yeah, I'm not editing anything. We're gonna leave. This is it. Here's the thing. Ironically, it all boils down back to teeth. So boom, is this a dental podcast or is it not a dental podcast?
Yeah.
It's a flipping
exactly.
dental podcast. I think I'm gonna just start cursing, bro. I'm just gonna start.
Oh my.
Not right now for no reason, like a maniac.
Like mother bleep.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
When it's appropriate. I think the worst one
Yeah.
I got was when that really dark episode we had a little while ago, and where I was pissed off about.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, other than that, things are good, man. I think I need to start fasting again. Other than horrific.
Sorry, that segue was like non-existent. You're like, yeah, balls and biting balls and yeah, things are going really good.
Other than that,
yeah.
Oh,
that's your segue. Other than that,
the scooter, I'm a little stressed out, man. It came with one key, right? And it has electronic.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
keyless start, right?
Yeah.
If you lose that, I am out of luck. I got to change the whole computer thing inside the scooter.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So I go online. I want to get a spare. How do I get a spare?
Just in case. Yes.
You order it, but it's like $35. I'm like, that's not bad for.
Oh no, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, and I ordered spare batteries. The code to program the new remote is supposed to be in the old remote, right?
Oh.
And there's a way to manually type in that code.
Okay.
By pressing some button a bunch of times, so you can start the bike in emergency mode, right? So you can get home.
Okay.
I crack open the remote, no code. I never got the owner's manual. There's supposed to be a card with that code on the owner's manual, so you can program and start.
Yeah.
So I'm calling a dealer, and they're giving me the runaround. If I lose this thing, I'm out of luck. And then I got a dead bike. So it's not a problem right now, but I am stressing a little bit about it. You know what I mean?
They need to figure that out.
I'm calling again today, man. It's always little problems like that, just to keep life interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can't have a smooth sailing type life. That's just ridiculous.
Can I say something real quick?
Absolutely.
I don't know if I told you, but I'm on this whole stoicism kind of
Yeah.
mindset, right?
Okay.
And one of the things they tell you to do is like don't don't complain in public. You know what I mean? Like don't let anybody hear you complain. You know what I mean? Like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
my car's in that. Oh, my wife and my husband. But your job.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it to
Yeah.
yourself. You sound weak a little bit. If all you do is complain, a bad day is a
Yes.
bad day. But if you're
Yes.
known as a known complainer,
Constant
no one
complainers.
wants to hear that.
Nobody wants any of that. No, no. And that's that. Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. However, I do think if you are having an above average issue, you should be able to let that
Oh,
out
yeah,
because
no. A
that's
one-off?
therapeutic.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, if you have like just kind of like a negative, whiny kind of view of life,
Yeah.
it
Keep
just
that to
makes
yourself.
yeah, because I need positivity in my life. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
that all the time. You know, if you had, oh,
Yeah.
what's going on? Oh, something happened. Oh, let's talk about it. But if every time we
Yes.
talk, it's always some doom and gloom type of
We
shit,
all know
I don't want to
one.
hear it. Yeah,
We all
everybody
know
has that
one.
guy in their life or person. Let's just say person.
Yeah.
And one of the other ones was when bad things happen, right? And people are like, oh, woe is me. And then that's one way to look at it. Like, why,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other way to look at it is like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to be presented with a problem,
Mm-hmm.
learn, figure out how to overcome it, and have a little
Mm-hmm.
bit of pride or sense of satisfaction that you something came your way,
Yeah.
figured
Yeah.
it out. Like you got a flat and you're on the way to church, you're like, shit. All right, well, maybe not, you know, you may not cuss on the way to church, but you know, and that's an overly simplified problem. But I'm just saying, life is full of complications, and if it
Mm-hmm.
wobbles
Mm-hmm.
your balance every time something goes wrong, so I'm just trying to just good, bad, whatever. There's a guy who's
Yes.
Navy SEAL, I think it's Jocko Wilnick. I'm not. I'm sure. I'm probably not saying it.
Okay. Okay.
And he was telling a story about some guy when he was a SEAL, and he'd like, "Hey, our I forget what the example was. He goes, "Hey, our communications are down." He goes, "Good. Our supply thing is not working. Good." And the guy was like, "Well, why do you keep saying good?" He goes, "Good, because it had to happen that way. Let's figure it out."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So use it as an opportunity to learn. I'll say that to
Yeah.
everybody who's still listening after that crazy conversation earlier. Yeah, even in dental office, just boil down to the most.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
patient shows up late. Yeah, whatever. All those simple things that happen all the time. They're just stressful. I had a patient recently that cried in my chair
Oh yeah.
4 separate times. Like
Yeah.
there was something emotionally going on
Yes.
with this,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yes.
And I'm only human and I'm not perfect. And my reaction was like, geez, man, I thought I was gonna be done in like, 30 minutes, but
Yeah.
it turned into a thing. And then I just like, all right,
Yeah.
take a breath. I go,
Give into
I'm
it. Give
doing way
into it.
better than whatever's going through this lady. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I just changed my tone, softened up a little bit, and then
Yes.
she was fine. But I had to actively talk myself into not letting myself
Yeah.
frustrate.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, and I do you do stuff like that. I think we all do, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Especially in
So
this field, right?
I feel like for me personally, like, because all the stuff that John and I have been through, I believe that mindset is a huge factor in
Absolutely.
not you don't get over certain things, but just building a resilience that and I never force myself not to feel feelings. Like, so if I feel like I'm upset and I need to cry, then I cry.
Sure.
Or if I need to scream, I scream. John wonders what's wrong with me at that moment, but it's you have to have that sort of release. You cannot bottle it up because then you explode and you can't manage the outcome as well. Like, you can't control anything, but you can manage
So you let it out in a controlled, safe environment, right? Or
most of the time.
process
Most of the
whatever.
time.
But you don't take it to work and take it out on your coworkers, is what I'm saying.
No, I feel like I am a little bit of a the I don't want to be so conceited to say like I'm the glue that holds it together, but I do help lighten the mood because I'm a morning person. God has blessed me, and I'm 100% serious about this. God has blessed me with this personality where I
So I
want
feel
to
the same way.
spread this happiness.
I feel the
I'm like,
same way.
even if I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, as soon as I get to work and I start working, I'm like, I'm in my groove. That's my comfort zone,
Yep.
being in a dental office and dealing with patients and coworkers and stuff like that. So I want to just be kind of like a bright light of the day where,
Sure.
I just don't want to bring people down, I guess,
Gotcha. And
and I don't
every
know where that comes from, you know.
I do the same thing. And we recently
Hmm.
had one of our hygienists. She was only there one day a week, and they told me whatever. I'm like, well, good for her.
Hmm.
I could be like, oh, we're gonna miss her, but no, good for her. She's doing it. She thought about it, made some decisions, and she's got to do
Absolutely.
what she has to do. And it's nothing personal. It's a
Yeah, absolutely.
you don't know what's going on. She might need more hours, whatever the case may be, right? And I go, she's like, I know, my manager. She's like, yeah, I know, I'm gonna miss her. She's so sweet. I'm like, no, she's a super cool person. And anyway,
Yeah.
I know her husband. I haven't seen him in a while, but I knew him when he was like 21, 22, when he was first starting off, and he's probably
Yeah.
early 30s. So just real successful young man. The point is, I go, what are you gonna do when I put in my nose? And she's like, oh, come on, man, come on. He's just like,
Yeah. Don't even play, man.
make everybody smile around. And I was like, well, you forget what kind of impact you have in other people, but little
Yes.
comments like that kind of
Yes.
make your day. You're like, okay, all right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am contributing more than just production and just doing
Right.
hygiene. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's an emotional support, and you're the same way, dude. Because every time
Hmm.
we hang out, I've never seen you, even when you're something not great happens, you're still always polite and respectful, and you've never been mean to me, so I we've never
Wow.
had words, and I think it's incredible because what's this is a 6 year, oh shit, this is our 6th year, right?
It is. Oh, so we need to record a new I mean, we don't have to do it today, but we need to record a 6-year season intro.
Sure, for
Yeah.
sure. All right,
Cuz
cool.
yeah,
Let's think
6
about it.
years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is.
It's my
It,
second longest relationship with any other human.
oh, that's funny.
Well, I'm good because I know you got things going on at the house.
Yeah, Johnny's we have a deck off the master bedroom and then the porch, and there's this little space, this little corner that has nothing. So I've just been like jumping back and forth sometimes. So he's building a little bridge basically. And it's so cool because under this little overhang that he's building to connect the two is the koi pond. So we're gonna be able to like lean over the railing and see
Oh,
the koi pond right underneath. And I think it's gonna be awesome.
I gotta come
So
visit at some point, dude, because that sounds like a cool place
yeah,
to sit out
yeah.
and burn a couple burgers and have a cold one. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
we should. We should. And I know we say that all the time,
I
but
feel like I'm inviting myself. Is that
you
cool?
are welcome anytime. Absolutely, 100%. So, real quick, we were at the Mid-Continent Dental Congress here in St. Louis, and I saw Brandon Hill. He's
Okay.
the dental nachos,
Yes.
and Deborah Carrier with Twice as Nice uniforms. I was in her fashion show, and you know how I am. I had to ham it up and
Oh,
stuff.
of
So I
course.
got
Of course.
I
I
got
wouldn't
lots of
expect
laughs
anything
because
less from you.
I
Yeah.
was like, I was working
Okay.
it,
Okay. Settle down.
but it was really nice to see them.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, so her uniforms, just as a side note, they just don't compare because I bought some like Walmart scrubs because we had to go to black scrubs for this new company. And I just wearing her stuff versus what I have. I like what I have. Like it's cool, but the quality of the material of the Twice as Nice uniforms is just way above. Like you can tell they are high quality material.
So
It's
so
just
the name fits
yes. Yeah, twice as nice. And I would say
at least
maybe
twice,
3 times as nice even.
or thrice as nice.
Thrice is nice. Oh,
Bro, we
dang.
should start a scrub company, compete.
Oh, Deborah,
Call
she would beat us
call it
up.
thrice as nice, dude. That's hilarious. let's make that post
Yes.
just to mess with her. Is that cool?
Okay.
Let's do it. I'm gonna make a thing on Canva, and it'll be a joke.
Yes.
Just
And then we'll tag her and be like, now what? What?
Step your game up, baby. Step your game.
We one-upped you.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna do it today.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
release
That's
it
awesome.
before this episode comes out,
Yes.
or maybe at the same time, and then I'll check out episode 208. All right.
Yes, let's do
cool.
it. Let's do it. That's funny.
All right. Cool.
All right. So this was episode 208.
Yes, ma'am.
And next time you hear us after this episode, we're gonna have a new intro for season 6. Super exciting. And I don't know, Carlos, what do you think? Anything else?
I think we need to start doing some lives and getting people involved and getting
that's fun.
Starting a community. We should have an OYF fest or something, like a meetup or something, man.
That would be really cool.
Like a dinner and maybe a show. I think that'd be fun.
Dinner and a show, but yeah.
Who could?
We'll have to talk about it.
Who could we get to the show? Let me think about that.
We know lots of people. We could make it happen.
I know a guy.
I know a guy.
All right, Jenny, great to see you. Talk to you soon.
You too, buddy.
Take care.
All right, everybody. 208. Go like, follow, and do that stuff with all of our social medias.
Floss yourselves for sure.
And yes, go floss yourselves.
Peace. Bye-bye.
Bye.